Did you know there are just 5 numbers that define your financial future? Anyone who masters these simple indicators doesn't rely on luck or secret formulas. They're already ahead of 95% of people. In this video, I'll reveal the real money secret, how to discover, adjust, and automate these 5 numbers to unlock your financial freedom. Stay until the end, because the last one is often the most overlooked, and it can change everything. Let's begin. Part 1. The common mistake. A lot of people think only those with a high income or a lucky break can get ahead financially. In reality, the biggest issue is the lack of real clarity about your money. Going through life without understanding your expenses and debts turns any surprise into a crisis. Marcus Aurelius said, "Luck favors those who are prepared." And true preparation begins when you finally see what you've been ignoring. It's this search for clarity that opens the door to change, and that's exactly what we'll start building in the next section. Part 2. The 5 key numbers. Okay, but what exactly are these numbers, and why are they so important? These 5 indicators are practical, straightforward, and reflect decisive points in your financial life. They're like warning signals, showing where your money is slipping away, pointing out what needs attention, and revealing opportunities to build lasting stability. There's no secret formula or advanced math, just objective numbers that are easy to track day to day. The first number is your average monthly spending, known as your burn rate. To calculate it, gather your bank and card statements for the last 3 months and add up absolutely everything: rent, groceries, gas, subscriptions, eating out, online shopping. Divide the total by 3 to see your true cost of living. The key is not to overlook anything, because it's often the small recurring costs that throw your budget off without you realizing. With your burn rate in hand, you'll spot excesses and adjust habits before you feel the squeeze. The second number is your total debt, what I call your money black hole. Now it's time to list every debt: credit cards, student loans, car or home payments, financing, and the interest on each one. Add up the amounts and include the minimum monthly payments. Use online calculators to see how long it would take to pay everything off by just paying the minimum. The higher this number is, the more urgent it is to take action, cut costs, renegotiate debts, and attack the ones with the highest interest first. The third number is your emergency fund. Experts recommend saving 3 to 6 months of your burn rate in a separate, accessible account to protect against the unexpected, from a health issue to surprise car repairs. Ideally, automate the process, setting aside 5% to 10% of your net income each month. But if that's not possible, even starting with $20 or $50 can make a difference when life happens. Having an emergency fund brings peace of mind, and as the Stoics taught, preparing for adversity is true wisdom. The fourth number measures your automated investments. Set aside at least 10% of your income to invest in index funds, low-cost ETFs, or retirement accounts, 401k, IRA, etc. Consistency is crucial. Automate recurring transfers so you don't have to rely on memory or motivation. Over time, automatic contributions are what multiply your gains, outperforming those who try to time the market. The fifth number is the percentage of gross income going to housing, also known as the housing red zone. Calculate how much goes monthly for rent, mortgage, and fees, and compare this to your total income. If it's more than 28%, watch out. This can squeeze out other priorities, so reviewing contracts or renegotiating terms to lower housing costs can free up money to invest, save, and live with more flexibility. Mastering these 5 numbers means letting go of financial guesswork and starting a path of practical improvement. They serve as your compass and warning lights, showing where to make adjustments and how to build stability. In the next section, you'll see how to turn all this knowledge into an automatic system, making it even easier to pursue prosperity and peace of mind. Part 3. The real difference: system and automation. Getting clear on your 5 key numbers is just the first step. What really transforms your finances is building a simple but effective system to strategically guide each area. With this clear division, you know exactly how much goes to essentials, how much is set aside for investing and saving, and how much can be used for leisure or day-to-day choices. This structure makes every decision intentional and eliminates improvisation. When your system is up and running, automation becomes your greatest ally. Automatically transferring money and making payments as soon as your paycheck hits keeps you from making impulsive decisions and helps your habits stay on track without relying only on willpower. Even if you've failed at budget control before, automating is the solution that takes away the risk of common slip-ups. Divide your money into 3 practical categories: 50% for fixed expenses, 20% for goals like saving or investing, and 30% for discretionary spending, always with intention. Automate payments and retirement contributions. Simple systems reduce forgetfulness and anxiety. There's no need to juggle dozens of accounts. Starting simply already brings real results. An automated financial routine is like having an invisible assistant who never forgets. That brings calm and confidence, letting you focus on bigger goals. Seneca once wrote, "Peace comes from order." A system like this isn't just about organization. It's the freedom to make better choices without mental overload. Those who automate save time and avoid traps that stall their progress. In the next section, we'll cover the difference between acting and just planning, and why taking initiative is essential if you want to break out of stagnation. Part 4. Action versus intention. Gathering information and making plans is important, but only those who put knowledge into action truly change their lives. How many times have you researched finances, watched videos, read articles, and yet nothing really changed? The cycle of procrastination is common. Many collect strategies and wealth advice, waiting for the perfect moment to get started. But while the plan stays on paper, your routine stays the same, along with all of your old problems. The impact of action is clear when you actually apply the system. Even starting with small amounts like $20 a month, results start showing in the first few months. That discipline, automating savings, adjusting spending, and investing consistently, gets rid of the constant worry about money and sets up real progress. Every bit of progress, no matter how small, builds momentum, proving you don't need perfection, just consistency. It's easy to fall into the trap of endless study, thinking that more knowledge alone will bring prosperity. We've all been there, postponing decisions, tweaking methods, and waiting for perfect conditions to start. Stoic philosophy teaches that true wisdom is in movement, acting despite doubts, starting small, confronting discomfort, and turning intentions into real habits. In the end, anyone who takes real action today is making the most important move toward financial growth. The "one day I'll start" cycle can drag on for years, but one practical decision can change your path and open a new phase. In the final section, you'll see how to step out of theory and finally experience the real money secret for yourself. Now you know, the secret is out. And anyone who masters these 5 simple numbers, puts their system to work, and acts consistently is already ahead of 95% of people when it comes to money. It's not luck, and it's not a mystery. It's clarity, automation, and small steps well taken. With that foundation, prosperity becomes a matter of time, not talent, and financial stress finally becomes a thing of the past. And now tell me, which of these numbers do you already have under control, and which one seems most challenging in your routine? Leave a comment. If this video brought you value, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share with someone who's rethinking their approach to money. Stay on the path to prosperity. Until we meet again.